Welcome to Check Your Leader TV. Today we're going to have a game of Hail Caesar, and I'm going to be using some house rules that I've come up with to make the this battle of Pyrrhic forces versus Republican Roman a little bit more realistic. I'll explain those house rules shortly, but first of all, let's just have a look at the table. Approximately 520 points per side. The Romans, I think, have 522 points, and Pyrrhus of Epros, his army has, I think it's 519 points. So there's not much in it, 3 points difference. Yeah, 522 to 519. First of all, the Roman forces consist of 2 legions of infantry. Each legion has 2 units of Hastati, 2 units of Principes, and a unit of Triari. 2 Hastati, 2 Principes, Triari. Each legion has 3 units of velites. So 3 units of velites per legion. So there's 1, 2, 3 units here. 1, 2, 3 units here. They also have, in the right legion, they have some Samnite auxiliaries or just allied Samnite infantry. They weren't auxiliaries at this time, but some Samnites and a unit of Pyrrhic slingers, small unit Pyrrhic slingers. And finally, the legionary cavalry is all been massed on one flank, 3 small units, and the general commanding this division of cavalry is actually in one of these cavalry units here. The basing on these haven't been completed yet, nor has the basing been completed on a couple of the Hastati units. Apologies about that, I've still got to get some flocking on them, but if I delayed much longer, I'd never get a game in, and I wanted to upload some content. So yeah, these bases look pretty ordinary, sorry about that. So that's the Roman army. Commander-in-chief is on the right flank. This is him here, and then he has 2 sub-commanders. This chap here commanding the 2nd Legion, and of course a general commanding just the cavalry. Yes, like I said, there's only 3 units in this division. Ideally, according to the rules, you want to have 4, but we're going with 3. Pyrrhus of Epros, let's have a look at his army. So on the left flank, we have 2 units of Italian allies. In this case, they're Oscan spearmen, essentially hoplites. 2 units of mercenary hoplites. 2 small units of elephants. Elephants are always small units, but there's 2 elephants. A unit of Thracians with 2-handed cutting weapon, in this case Rumphiers, obviously, plus javelins. Then he's brought along some Galatian warbands. So there's 2 Galatian warbands here. 3 large pike blocks. So 1, 2, 3. The one on the right is elite. So his Royal Guard. And they are covered by 3 units of javelin. This is 2 divisions here. Essentially, 1 division consisting of the Oscans, the mercenary hoplites, the Thracians, and the elephants. And the central division consisting of the 3 large phalanxes, the Galatian warband, and the javelin. And then Pyrrhus himself is commanding the cavalry on the right, medium cavalry with spear and javelin, and 2 units of Cretan archers. Okay, so my house rules that I'm using are as follows. I've got 4 of them all up. First one is Triplex Acies. Triari, Hastati and Principes will all be fielded as standard size units. Hastati and Principes can exchange positions that swap places in the battle line if within 6 inches of each other, once per game. Similar to Feigned Flight, the unit is in contact. For example, if the Hastati are in contact, they can swap its position with a unit of Principes if from the same division and within 6 inches of the rear, and if from the same, and if the division commander passes a command roll. If successful, the unit swap places, and the unit in contact that has been replaced recovers 1 stamina. And all units in the division must carry out the exchange at the same time. Rear support, I call these like for like, or who's that in my rear. Pikes can only be supported from the rear by other pike. Hoplites can only get rear support from other hoplites of the same or lesser quality, or skirmishers with javelin or bow from their own division. And Triari, Hastati and Principes can only get rear support from Villetae from their own division. Warband can only get rear support from other warband of the same quality or lesser quality, and they have to be from the same division and or tribe. The other house rule I have is Woe Nelly. No rear support from mounted troops at all, even mounted supporting other mounted. So mounted troops, they don't get rear support at all. And the final one is Deep Pike. Pikes can be fielded as large units, but the increase is in depth, not width. Large pike blocks cost 39 points. So it's a 7-point increase on the normal cost of a pike unit. And their stats are increased as appropriate. Clash and sustain 9, short range 3, /0, long range 0. The save is a 4+, and the stamina is increased to 8. So they're my house rules. Just a little bit of a chat about the battlefield. On the right flank we have a stream that's impassable, and then jutting out from the stream is a marshy wooded area. There's little bits of flock on the table there, nothing, except till we get to this point here where there's a large clump of bush, and yeah, that's basically bad going. That's a cleared woodland basically, so there's stumps and undergrowth and all manner of stuff in there. And then way off to the left flank there's a built-up area, and also some farmland and a wood. And that's the battlefield. It's pretty flat, and we're going to get on with it, and we'll start off by rolling to see who has initiative for the first turn. Okay, so the first thing what we're going to do is obviously roll for initiative. Romans are red. It's 2 each. Okay, so Pyrrhus of Epros has the initiatives. He's rolled a 5 versus a 2. Okay, so the first division we're going to try to activate is this division on the Epriot left. Command rating is 8, and let's try for a general advance directly forward. 8. Okay, 1 move. So let's just do that now. Let's then move now the center division. So their order, a general advance to the maximum allowable in the center. Again, command rating of 8. And they're going straight ahead. 3 moves, so that is going to be 18. Yeah, so that's an amazing good turn, first turn for the Emperors. They're right up in the Romans' faces, right from the get-go in the centre. Now, Pyrrhus, now he's got a leadership rating of 9, because he's a pretty hip dude. And what he's going to try and do, let's think. All right, so the first command is going to be to the skirmishers to advance as far as they can, and try to get into that bad going there. And then if they're successful doing that, then the next move will be for the Epriot cavalry to advance 1 move ahead. So we'll do the skirmishes first. Oh, 11. So nothing's happening. So, yes, nothing going on there. Okay, so not a particularly good situation here for the Romans. They ideally would like to have met this pike phalanx somewhere in this area here, but that's not happened, and so that doesn't give the Romans much room to manoeuvre. Essentially, what the Epirote forces have done is they've moved forward. They're going to try and pin those Romans as far back into their deployment zone as they possibly can, with the idea of the left division just basically holding on the left, pinning or pushing as hard as they can the Romans in the centre, and then the Epirote cavalry swinging around. That's the Epirote plan, obviously. Let's see what the Romans can do in response to that. But that's the command phase done for the Epirotes. So now we get into shooting. Javelinmen, range 6 inches. So let's have a look here. 6 inches, and they're just out of range. So they can't shoot at the Romans. They can shoot here because these guys are slightly forward. So 2 dice. And no hits. Okay, these Cretan archers are far too far back, so they can't shoot. And so now we go over to the Roman command phase. So here we are, in the Roman lines. We're going to start now with the Romans on the right. So the commander-in-chief, here's a command rating of 8. What he's going to do is he's going to give his first command to the Samnites and the Pyrrhic slingers. The Pyrrhic slingers, they want to go forward to engage the elephants. So 3 moves would get them in contact with them. We don't want to do that. So he's going to order them to go forward, level with the edge of the wooded the woods here, and the Samnites, if they can, move into the woods. So slingers first. 7, okay, sorry, 8. So that's 1 move. So he can go forward one full move. So 6 inches straight ahead. Okay, level with this clump of lichen there. Okay, the Samnites. 2 moves. 2 moves will get him into the into that woods. So let's see how far he can go. Okay, 7. So it's only 1 move. So it's only going to be 6 inches. Okay. So he's just drifting off to the right as he advances. These Samnite medium infantry with javelin. They've gone to there. Okay, the next command is going to be to his skirmishers. He wants them to move forward 1 move and then start engaging the enemy with javelins. So, actually, these guys they can move on initiative. So they're going to do 1 move forward, as will these chaps. But he's going to order. Are these guys within 12? No, they're not. So he's going to give these guys an order to move, advance towards. Directly to their front. So the Hastati will advance on an angle 45 degrees, just for just 1 move. 7, that's all they're going to get. So that's worked out well for them. Okay, so that puts these Hastati basically there, and these chaps there. That's the Hastati gone up, and the Principes directly forward, 1 move. Yep. Only 1 move directly to their front. And the final order will be to the Triari to move in behind the Principes. 1 move. Yeah, they could do that easily. Okay, so that's the Commander-in-Chief's division. Now we'll try for the centre division. Vilites advance 1 move directly to their front. Yep. Okay, Hastati, directly ahead, one move. Well, yep. Okay, Velites and Triari as a group, directly forward, one move. And they have failed. Luckily, they didn't blunder. So that's the Romans in the left division done. That just leaves the cavalry command, and they're going to sit tight and see what develops. So with the Roman command phase completed, the Velites have all gone forward. They're going to start engaging their opponents, opposite numbers. Hastati have all advanced. Half of the Pyrrhic have come forward, but half of basically they didn't get the memo. And the Roman cavalry is just basically holding, just covering off on the left, but just waiting to see what their opposite numbers across the field do. Okay. Shooting. Okay, so the Pyrrhic slingers are going to shoot at the elephants. It's extreme range, so they'll hit on a 5 and a 6. But they are marksmen, so they get to re-roll one miss. Okay. No hits from the slingers. Okay, so now these Velites are going to engage the warband. These two guys will engage this warband. So that's 4 dice, hitting on 4 5s or 6s. Okay, that's 3 hits. One of them's a 6, so they'll have to do a morale check. And they're medium infantry, and they will save. They save on a 5+, I'm pretty sure. And it was at this point, Haley, one of my daughters, decided to join the game, and she's taken command of the Epiot army. All right, so they've got 3 hits on them. Mm-hmm. So they save on a 4, 5, or a 6. 4, 5, or 6. Yeah, but they also have to do a morale check because they've got a 6 on them. So let's see if they save. Oh yeah, well they've saved. Oh sorry, 5 and 6 they save, so they take 1 hit. Mm-hmm. That's just these guys here. Yeah. They've got 1 hit on them. But they have to do a morale save. So roll 2d6. And you want to roll high. Yeah, okay, no problem. They're laughing. They're going, we mock your futile effort. Okay, so the next one that's going to shoot is these Velites. Okay, so they're going to throw javelins at these Galatian warband, all right? Mm-hmm. So they only have 2 dice for ranged attacks, all right? And they'll hit on a 4, 5, or a 6. So they got no hits at all. All right, so they went and got nothing. Okay, next lot. Yeah. So they're going to throw their javelins at them, as are they. They're in open order, so it's a -1. So instead of hitting on a 4, 5, or 6, I'm hitting on a 5 or a 6. Okay, these are the black dice, they're the red dice. The black dice hit nothing. The red dice got 1 hit. Mm. Okay, so 1 hit on them. Mm-hmm. Now, they save on a 6. So roll the dice. You can use those white ones there if you want. Yep. And if you roll a 6, they haven't taken a hit. 5. Now, so they take a hit. So give me one of them dice. Yep. I'll use it to mark that they've got a hit on them. These guys are pretty brittle. They can only take 4 hits and then they're shaken. Mm-hmm. Okay, now these guys are going to throw their javelins at these guys. Only 2 this time, hitting on 5s and 6s. Ooh, 2 hits. So roll to see if they survive. 2. Oh, and then they've got to do a morale check because they've got a 6 on them. All right, anyway, so is it 1 or... you got 2 hits on them. All right. So you need 2 6s for them not to get the 2 hits. Well, you saved 1 of them, so they get 1 hit. So give me the 1. Yep. So they've got a hit on them. Now, they have to do a morale check. So roll 2d6 and roll as high as you can. Ooh, 4. Damn it. Let's have a look. All right, so these guys here got a retreat disordered result on them. They fell back to there. Mm-hmm. These guys, they passed their test. They didn't care. Okay, so that's all the shooting done. There's no hand-to-hand combat, and that ends turn 1. So we go on to turn 2. Mm. Okay, so Which command are you going to go with first? You're going to go with this command. Okay, so who do you want to give an order to first? The Stampies, the Thracians?
I'm going to give the first one to the Thracians.
Yeah.
I'm going to have them head this way.
Yeah, they want to
go through the terrain.
Go into the woods.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and just 1 or 2 turns it moves. Because they can go 6 inches, 12 inches, or if they get really lucky, they could go 18.
All right.
So where do you want them to go? Do you want them to clear out? You just want them to get into the woods, or do you want to attack these dudes here? Or?
I want them to get into the woods first.
All right. So you want them to bound in the woods. Okay, just fine. Just say you want to get to the edge of the woods, or just into them.
Probably about here. So
yes, they do have javelins as well. Remember, so they can throw javelins.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So roll your dice.
So is it 2?
Yeah, just 2d6. 10. So that's a blunder. Oh, so it's not a blunder, but he's muffed it.
Yeah.
Because he's failed, that indicates there's confusion in this command. They're not doing anything else.
All right.
Okay. So they're just gone, no, we're not doing anything. Okay. Which command do you want to go with next? The pike phalanx or the...
I'm going to go with pikes first.
Okay. So you got the warband and the pikes. You could tell them all to go forward. Or you might not want to move. You just want to get into a shooting match. But my skirmishers are more numerous than yours. So you might want to just push on with the pike and get stuck in. Yeah,
I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
And then also with these guys, I'm going to have them go...
So you want these ones to charge that one and these ones to charge that one?
Yeah.
All right, let's... Okay, yeah, so you could just go straight ahead and you'll hit both.
Yeah.
All right, so... so it's a... just a charge order, I guess.
Yep.
All right, just roll your dice and see how many bounds you get. Oh, okay, they're going to go... which will get them into contact. So, my skirmishers are going to try and evade.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so before you move them, because they might not get out of the way and you might just blow through, you might hit the skirmishers and chop them up.
All right.
So, these 3 units, all right, are going to attempt to just get out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like a command move. His command rating is 8, so I want to get an 8 or below.
Yeah.
I got a 7. Okay, so that's one move. So 6 inches to the rear. Okay, so they're just going to go diddy mow to the rear. Let's get the hell out of here. Okay, which means you come charging forward. Whoop, 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 whoop. Bang. And so he hits there, he hits there. All right. So yeah, that's centre point to centre point. Okay, so he's going to fight him and he's going to fight him, basically. Yeah. All right, so that's the charge move. So far, so good. Okay, your pike phalanx, what do they want to do?
They're going to keep going forward.
So they just want to go straight ahead.
Yep.
As far as they can go. All right, roll your D6. Oh, yeah, okay, not a problem. Yeet. I am going to attempt the Vilites of the 2nd Division are going to try to evade. Because I was unsuccessful, I still get to do at least one move to my rear. Because, funnily enough, skirmishers are not morons. They're not going to just wait around while people shove pikes in their face. Okay, so 6 inches to the rear. That's going to get them directly behind these guys. Which is a good thing, because, hey, Roman skirmishers can provide rear support to Hastati and Principes and Triari. Okay, so these are going to come forward. Let's move them forward. We'll pull the fronts of the pike blocks forward first.
Yeah.
All right, so they've moved forward and into contact with these Hastati. So my Hastati all along the line is fighting. Okay, and that leaves your cavalry command, your commander-in-chief. What does he want to do?
All right, I'm going to send the slingers and the archers forward.
Well, they're all archers. You want the archers to get into the woods?
Yeah.
As far as they can get. All right. Let's see how far they go. Command rating is 9. Okay. Plenty. So, 18 inches, because they go 6 inches.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's where they'll get to. They're getting a toe in the rough. All right, the cavalry, what do you want them to do?
I want them to start...
Do you want them to split into individual units or keep together as a formed body?
Well, I think I'm going to send this unit off that direction first.
Yep.
This one's going to keep falling in behind up to about here.
Yep.
And then they're going to start coming around that
side. All right,
side.
so 3 separate orders.
Yeah.
Okay, so which one do you want to try first?
These guys first.
Okay, and you want them to go as far as they possibly can this way?
Yeah.
All right, so again, command rating 9. Wow, okay, so they're going to go, they move 9, 9 and 9, it's 27. Okay, so that's 18 to here.
Yep. Oh, ow.
Yep, careful with the pikes, or the spears. Okay, so that's 18, so another 9 will get them. Diddy mowing to here, so they go around there. Okay, what next? What cavalry unit next do you want to move?
This one. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay, so one move, so 9 inches. That's half a stick. Which one did you go with?
This one.
Okay, so right to there. Okay, and then the Thracian cavalry.
Yep.
Okay, where do you want them to go?
They're going to more or less come in behind there. Yeah, about there.
How many times do you want them to go? So if they go 3, they'll end up in the scrum. You don't want that.
No, I'm just
2 will get them to here. You can just say, you've got to give them a reference point. You could say either...
I'll try for 1.
All right, just straight ahead.
Yep.
Well, they're only going 1, so that works out well. So just anywhere level along with them.
Yep.
And that's all your command phase done.
Yep.
Shooting. Well, your archers can shoot at the cavalry because they've got a range of 18.
Yeah.
So they're not over 12, so they're not extreme. So they've got 2 dice per unit, but there's 3 units here. So first unit, what do you want to? You want to shoot at the general's unit?
Yeah.
Okay, so 2 dice, hitting on 4+. 1 hit. Okay, I'm medium cav, I'm pretty sure. So nope, they don't save it, so that's a hit on them. So I'll just put that there as a reminder. And then which one does he want to shoot at?
Shoot at the general again.
Okay. No hits. But you are marksman, so you get to re-roll one of your misses. Did they have a miss, or did they get 2 hits?
1 miss.
Okay, so they get a re-roll and they get a re-roll, so you might as well roll them both. No, they both missed.
Bullshit shots.
So, okay, he's got 1 hit on him. There was no 6s, so I don't have to do a test. Nothing else is in shooting range. So that's all the shooting done. So now we go into hand-to-hand combat. So you're going to start with your attacks.
Yep.
Here, okay, so you get 9 dice, all right? So you normally, oh, they're my dice. So you get 9 dice. Normally you're going to hit on 4+, but you're attacking. So for the first round you hit on 3+, and it's just 9 dice hitting on 3s. There's nothing against you. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you re-roll all those misses because you're wild fighters for the first. Just in the first, this is your 1 shot at it.
Yeah.
And you want to make the most of it. You don't want to keep getting 3s, 2+. Ooh, all but 2. Okay, so out of the 9, you got 7 hits.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got. Okay, so let's just. They're all your hits there. You got 7 hits. Yeah. Okay, there you 7. So just hold on to them. And now I'm going to fight back. Okay. Now I'm legionaries. So, and I have Pelham. And I have a combat value of 7. So I have 7 dice. I'm fighting back with my 7 here. There's no supports for my guys. Okay, and I'm hitting on 4+. Not a single.
Sorry,
hit.
that's funny to me.
Yeah, that's atrocious for my guys though. Not a single hit. Wow, that is bad. Oh well, that's what happens sometimes. Now you've got 7 hits on me.
Yeah.
All right, so I save because I'm heavy infantry. I save on 4+.
All right.
All right, so let's see how many saves I get.
1, 2.
So I take. Okay, yeah. So I take. All right. So I take 4 casualties. That's that's harsh. Ew, that hurt. You've got no hits on you at all. So now I have to do. I lost the combat.
Yep.
And I lost by 4. So I rolled 2d6, and then I -4 from it.
Crap.
Eek. It's not good. That's really bad. Okay, so they've just gone pop. All right. Now, that means you can do a sweeping advance if you want. All right. So you can just move straight into the next unit to your front, which will be this one. Do you want to do that?
General's right there.
Yeah, well, ignore him. He's just going to get out of the way.
Right, I'm going to take another whack.
You want to move up to here?
Yep.
All right. So he comes rushing forward. Okay, and it's this time you're hitting Principes.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so this time you've got 9 dice.
Yeah.
You, again, you're hitting on...
Would it be 4 plus?
3 plus, because it's you normally hit on 4, but you're charging, so you hit on 3. So just straight up 3 plus, because you're charging.
Oh yeah.
You're the attacker. So how many did you get this
1,
time?
2,
3,
3,
4. Okay, now you don't get to reroll this time because you only use the wild fighter in the first
fight.
First fight. Okay. Okay, so my guys are going to fight back with their 7. And I'm hitting on 4 plus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's much better. 5 hits. Now your guys would normally save, they're medium infantry, they normally save on 5 plus, but I've got Pelum. So as you're coming in, my Pelums are coming into yours. So you're only saving on 6 plus.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've got 5 hits, saving on 6, so roll 5 dice and try to get 6s.
Come on, man.
1 save. So that's 4 hits. All right, so I'm just going to put a 4 beside you here. And I've got 4 hits on me, and I'm saving on 4 plus because, hey, I've got heavy armour. I've saved 1, so I take 3 hits. All right, 2d6, and we're going to minus 1 from it. Oh, so now you go pop.
Damn it.
So a 3, I'm pretty sure you're going to go. So 2 or less, yeah, break. So they've gone forward, and they've just gone pop. So they did. They did.
Return to Hades.
Yeah. Okay, so we both lost a unit each. But you did put 3 hits on them, so that kind of stung. All right. Here. All right. That's the fighting unit.
Yep.
But you are going to get supports from them.
Yep.
All right. So, again, 9 dice. And then 3 dice of a different colour.
Different colour.
Yeah, because these ones are going to be hitting on different numbers. No, they're not, actually. So, yeah, 9 dice. Support is 3, so it's a grand total of 12.
Ah.
Oh, actually, yes, they will, because the pike won't re-roll their misses. So 9 and 3. So 9 white, 3 red, and you get to re-roll any misses. So you can roll them all together, but you only re-roll the misses from the white. So you're hitting on 3s. So gather in all your 3s and up. All right, and then re-roll the white ones.
Okay, you can get parked there.
Yeah, and I got another 1. So those 3 miss. So all up. How many hits have you got?
1, 2, 3, 4, 8.
Ow. Okay, so they've got 8 hits on them. Okay, now I fight back with 7. All right, and I'm hitting on 4s. Oh, gee, I'm not fighting very well today. 3 hits, which is 2 and 1. Okay. So 2 here. And 1 on the pike block. Okay, now I've got 8 hits on me. Ouch. So 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and I'm saving on 4 plus.
What?
Wow! All but 1.
Lucky.
My legionnaires. There's like...
Devil will not take us today.
It is too hard. Okay, so he's got 1 hit on him. Now, roll 2 dice for these guys. Now, they save, normally, like I said, normally they're saving on 5s. Yeah, 5 plus because they're medium, but my peel them, so they're going to save on 6s. Well, they saved 1, so they take 1 hit. So they've got 1 hit on them. And then the pike phalanx, they've got 1 hit on them.
Yeah.
And they save, again, with all the pilums and stuff. But they're heavy infantry, so they're going to save on a, normally save on a 4, so they're saving on a 5 or a 6. No, so they take a hit. Okay, so 1 hit on them and 1 hit on them.
Yeah.
So get me the little dice carriers and the little things and put a 1 on them and a 1 on them. So that's a tie. All right. So that's essentially, it's a draw. All right. Because I inflicted 2 hits, but only 1 on the main unit. So we're calling that a draw. Okay, moving along, this is a straight up fight.
Yeah.
So these 2 are fighting and then this one will fight. This one here, you've got... So I'm not sure if that is actually, according to the rules, correct. I don't know if you're a unit fighting another unit with supports and you inflict 1 hit on your main opponent and another hit on your supporting opponent and you suffer 1 hit yourself. I don't know if that's a draw or if it's actually a victory because you've inflicted 2 net hits versus 1. But for the sake of this game, we just decided that we would consider that a draw. You're a large pike block, so that means you have 9 dice, and you're hitting on 3s, and I've got 7 dice, and I'm hitting on 4s. Okay. So take away anything other than 3. So they're all hits.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 9 hits.
Yep.
So you just keep them in your hand so that we know that we've got 9. And I've got 7. And again, below average, I got 3 hits on you. So you've got 3 hits. So you're saving normally on a 4. So they're saving 3 hits, saving on 5.
So I need a 4. Was it 5 and 6?
You normally save on a 4, but because of the peel, you're saving on 5s. Okay, 2 save was 1 hit. So put a 1 behind them.
Yep.
Just 1 dice. And I got 8 hits on me, didn't I? Or 9. They all hit, didn't they?
Yeah, they all hit.
6, 7, 8, 9. All right. Eek. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 9 hits on the Hastati, but they're heavy infantry, so they're saving on 4 plus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 3 hits. So they didn't save 3. And we did your save, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
The difference is 2, so I'm doing a break test with a -2. Okay, so that's 9, that's 7. And a 7 is infantry, give ground in good order together with support. So I'm going to give ground in good order, which is 6 inches straight back, which will put them here. And these chaps will, well, actually they're not supports, they'll just stand there, which is a good thing. We just move through them because they're... Okay, that leaves this unit here. Okay.
Now they've got the elites on them.
Yeah, so elite just means they're less likely to fall into disorder. They can recover disorder sooner. Other than that, no difference. So again, 9 hitting on 3s, and I've got 7 hitting on 4s.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits.
Okay, I'll put a 6 there to remind me. Okay, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'm hitting on 4s. 1, 2. Again, I'm consistent if nothing else. 3 hits. Okay, so 3 hits on your guys. Now, you save on 5 plus, and I'm saving on 4+.
So I'm rolling for 3.
Yeah, 3 dice,
Yep.
saving on 5+. Save 2. So they take, again, 1 hit. And I've got 6 hits, saving on... Oh, man. That's 5. So that's a difference of 4.
Maybe it's just a bad turn. This turn.
Okay, so that's a -4 on the break test. Jeez. Oh, they just got popped. So, jeez. Now that means you get to do a sweeping advance again.
Yep.
But I don't think it's going to get you far enough. 6 inches. Yeah, it will get to you. It'll get you to there. My guys will evade. Okay, so that's all the combat's done, and it's proven to be quite traumatic. So the first round of combat is seen pretty much honours going the Epiot way. Both Hastati units on the flanks have been wiped out, and in reply, the Romans managed to destroy one of the Galatian warbands. Okay, so my Roman command phase. So this is one of those situations where one general would see, oh, this is a disaster, but a great general sees
Opportunity.
an opportunity. All right, so the first one I'm going to do is I'm going to get these chaps here to advance up in support of these guys. So he comes up in support of that guy. Alright, next thing, I'm going to order the Siloi to re-support him. Actually, I should be able to do, I don't even have to roll for this because they're within 12 inches.
Yeah.
So that's an initiative thing, so I don't have to actually roll. So he's just going to go into support of him. Again, within 12 inches, these Siloi are going to go and re-support them. Oops, over here, they're within 12 inches. These guys are just going to go straight into the front of them. Hurrah! I'll get rear support from the Villate. I'll get flank support from these guys. Get flank support from these guys. Alright. So that's them done, that's him done. That just leaves the cavalry command. And he's going to order this cavalry unit to attack them in the flank.
Wait, where's all your dead?
Over there.
Oh, they're over there. Okay.
5, not a problem. But these guys go, whoa, nearly. Over there. And then these guys are going to attack them. Oh, 11. No, they won't. Lucky I didn't roll a 12, they would have been a blunder. Alright, so that's all my movement done.
Yep.
My shooting.
For shooting.
Okay, the skirmishes at your elephants, they'll shoot at this one.
Yep.
On this side here. Oh, double 6. Excellent. So that's 2 hits on the elephant.
Alright.
They roll on, they save on 4+. Well, they take 1 hit. So for 1 hit on Stampy. And then Stampy there has to do a break test. So just roll 2d6 and roll 5. Yeah, 12. They love it. No problem at all.
Come and met me, brah.
Alright, so that's all the shooting done. Oh, these boys here, they're going to hurl javelins into that unit of pikemen. No hits. Don't worry about anything there. Okay, and so that is all the command stuff done.
And the shooting.
Yeah, and the shooting, so now we go to hand to hand.
Yep.
Alright, so we'll start over here. We'll start with this one. Now he's a support, so, and I've already used my Pelham, so they can't use Pelham again. It's actually in the first round of combat, so they can use it. But I think that's dodgy. I think they shouldn't be able to. I think if they're
logistically,
if they move into contact, they should be able to use them. But I think once they're in combat, they get to peel them. So I'm not going to use it this time round. I'm just going to go straight up flight. So I get 7 from him. Support from him is another 3. So
8, 9,
that's
10.
yeah, and then I get rear support from the Allies, which is another 2.
So that's 12 altogether.
Yeah, something like that. Oh well, there's Maggie sharing her information with us. All right, so 12 dice. I'm not. It's not a charge. It's an ongoing melee. So neither of us are going to be hitting on 3s. It's just on straight 4s.
Yep.
And then I have to split my hits against them and them. Because you're going to get support from them.
Yep.
All right, so hitting on 4s. Wow, look at all these 6s. I've only missed with 3. That makes any difference. So that's a grand total of 8 hits. So I got 8 hits on your chaps, which will be 4 and 4. Okay, now you're fighting back. You get 3 supports from these guys, and you get 9 from him. So he's actually, is it 9 or is he sustained less than that? I think they only gets 9 for the initial clash. Yeah, it's 6 is the sustain. So he's got 6 plus he's got the 3 support. So he's got 6. 3 is 9. So 9 dice. Back at my guys here.
Yeah.
And you're hitting on 4s. Yeah, take away 2. So you got 4 hits. So that'll be 2 and 2. All right. So I'll do my saves first. So 2 on him. Oh, didn't save any of them. Jeez. 2 on him. Save 1. So he takes 1 hit. And he'll take 2. I wonder if I'm supposed to spree on with the rear supports as well. Probably not.
Alright.
It's only excess. Okay, so
I got 4 and 4.
Yeah, so you got 4 here, and they're saving on 5 plus, and then they're saving on 4 plus. So we'll do the Galatian Warband first.
Yeah. Ah!
No saves. So they take 4 hits.
Crap.
Holy crapoli. And he's got 4, he's saving on 5. Oh, he cops 3.
Ah, damn.
Yeah. All right, so the difference is I've got 2 hits, you've got 4 hits. Okay, so that's a difference of 2. So you do a break test at a -2. Okay, 5. He's probably going to stick around. Break test, a grand total of 5. I'm probably going to be retired disordered, I suspect. So 5. Infantry, give ground disordered together with supports. All right, so he's going to go back disordered 6 inches, and so will the pike phalanx. Been driven back 6 inches. All right, so it's about here.
Yep.
He's going to go up to 5 casualties all up. He's going to go up to 4 casualties. Take these away. I'm going to go up to 3. And he's going to go up to 4. So it's pretty shit. It's been pretty close.
Hard knock for hard knock.
Yeah. Yeah, it's level with these guys here. What, Mags?
I did this.
Oh.
Lovely. Very lovely.
So the Galatian Warband and the Epriot Phalanx is being pushed back, giving ground grudgingly. Now we've got this one to do. Now, I've charged into you here because these guys have come up. So they will get the Pelum getting hurled as they come in. So they're going to get 7 for them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They're going to get 3 from support from those guys. 1, 2, 3. And they're going to get 2 supports from the those guys, and they're going to get 2 supports from those guys.
That should be 12 altogether.
Yeah, so it's 12 again. 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6. That's 7. 3, 2, 2, 7 is 12. Sorry. 7 plus 3 plus 2 plus 2, that should be 14. So it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plus 7. 7 plus 7, 14. Yep. 14. But then we've got this flank attack going on as well. So, how does that? Okay, so we're saying it's 7 for these guys, 3 for these, 2 for these, 2 for these, the supports. So 7 and 7 is 14. And then these guys flank charging, they're 6. They'll be the black dice. They'll hit on 3s.
Yep.
But all these guys, they can only hit on 4s because it's I lose the frontal charge, the charge bonus because it's a pipe block.
Yeah. Getting
hit in the front. All right, so yeah, 3s and 4s. Oh, okay, that's odd. Okay, so 1s and 2s all, so that's a miss. He got a hit there, he got a hit there, he got a hit there, he got a hit there. The cavalry have done a lot of damage. These guys are looking for 4s. Okay, so all up, frontally you've taken 7 hits, and on the side you've taken 5. That's all up, that's a grand total of 12 hits. Ow. Okay, now, you are fighting back with 9, but you have to split some up. You've got to give some to them, and then the rest you go here, which will be then divided. So, the most you can give to your flank is 4. Well, yeah, you have to divide them as early as you can. So it's 4 here and 5 to the front.
Yep.
Okay.
So cavalry first.
Whichever way you want to do it.
Yep.
Okay, so 2 hits on the cavalry.
Yep.
The cavalry. Okay, and then to the front, you've got the rest of you. You've got your other 5. You're hitting on 4+, so you've got 3 there.
Yep.
All right. Which will go 1, 1, 1, I guess. So his save, he saves on a 6. So he doesn't save it, so he takes 1. He saves on a 5. Sorry, 4+, so he doesn't save it because he's heavy infantry. So he takes a hit. And then this guy here, again, 4+. Oh, he saves it, so no hit on him. You got 2 hits on the cavalry. They're saving on 5+ because they're medium cav. They saved 1, so they take 1 hit. All right. Now, you've got 12 hits. All right, and you're saving on 4+ because you're heavy infantry. So take all the ways that didn't save. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's pretty good. You saved 5. You took 5. You saved 5 out of 12.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you got 7 hits. That well, yeah. You've already got 1, so that takes you to 8. So they're now shaken because their sustain is 8. So they get a grand. They are in the hurt locker big time. 2 and 6 is 8, so they're now shaken. The difference, all up, you took 7 hits, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay, and I took 1, 2. All right, so that's a all up. I've taken 1, 2, 3 hits. So it's a difference of 4.
Yeah.
So it's a -4 on your roll. So you need to roll high. You want to roll high as you can. Not 1. So they've just been blown away. Okay, so your plan is you're going to charge with him. Yeah. I'm going to counter charge. You've done the roll. You've passed. We meet equidistant. So I've only got 1 unit here. That's 1 unit, that's 1 unit. So I can only charge with the 1 unit. But, hey, what the heck. Now, I've got a general there, and he's going to go with the unit.
Yeah.
Yup, yup, yup. So he gets to there. You go, yup, yup, yup. You get to there.
Yep.
Now, you can do traversing fire as we go charging towards one another. You've got 2 units. That's an all up. That's 4 dice. It's a -1 to hit. So you'd normally be hitting on 4+. So you roll 4 dice and you hit on 5s.
Right. 4 hitting on 5.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just grab another die. If it's not on the table, it never happened. 2 hits. I can save on 5+. I saved 1, so I take 1 hit. Okay, so I do a break test. Oh no. I've rolled cat's eyes.
Yeah.
Alright, let me see what that does to me. Okay, so that unit's gone pop. Miraculously. And then he just keeps going.
For the next one.
And because he would have reached, and he hits them. They turn to face, but they're disordered. Okay, so that's their movement done. So you've done that. Oh yeah, now you got the rest of these guys because you were successful with those orders. So what do you want to do next?
I'm gonna have these guys head that way, so try and give support. They're gonna.
Are they trying to actually charge into anyone like that cavalry there, or are they just moving up and hovering around? What do they want to do?
They're moving around and hovering for the moment.
All right. So how far do they want to move? Because if you go 3 moves, there's a pretty good chance that they will hit these guys. So if they, you can say move up to the support to the left of the skirmishers.
Yeah.
Or you can say charge these guys.
I'm gonna have them move up next to the skirmish.
All right, roll 2d6.
Yeah.
Yeah, no worries. So they get to there. All right, in they come. Clippity clippity clop. All right, and what about the Thracian cavalry?
They're gonna more or less come up behind the archers.
All right. No. Because his command rating is 9 and you just rolled a 10.
Yeah.
All right. Do you want to move your general anywhere?
I'm going to keep them where they are for now.
You're going to keep him back there. All right. So that's a cavalry command done.
Yep.
Your pike phalanx command, are they doing anything?
They'll probably... Actually, no, I'm going to keep them where they are.
All right.
I'm not going to move them.
Yeah, if he comes in by himself, he's going to get that. He's got a lot of people surrounding him, like he's in the hurt locker. And they blundered, they failed to do anything. They've already shot because they did the traversing fire, so they can't shoot. Javelins aren't in range of anyone. You could order your javelin men to come up and start throwing javelins and stuff.
Actually, yeah, I'll do that.
All right, so you want this javelin unit to move up to javelin range of the cavalry?
Yeah, into javelin range.
All right, so roll 2d6 and see what happens.
So he's an 8.
Yeah, he's ordering these guys. 9. No, they don't move. All right, and that's it. Okay, so we've done all the shooting, just straight up hand to hand. The only combat taking place is this one here.
Yeah.
I'm 6, and I'll be hitting on 4s. You're probably about 9, and you're going to be hitting on 3s. Let me just check here. Once again, we forgot about the proximity rule and the fact that those javelin could probably have used the initiative, just an initiative move to come up. So, yeah, rookie mistake. So you've got 8 dice hitting on 3s. I've got 6 dice hitting on 4s. All right. I got 3 hits.
I got 5.
Okay, so I've got 5 on me. And you've got 3 on you. And we're both medium cavalry, so we're both saving on 5+. So you can roll your 3 first. You saved none, so you've got 3 hits. And I've got 5. And I saved 2. So I took 3 hits, so it's a draw. Okay, so we're both carrying 3 hits. Sweet, my boys, despite all their kerfuffle, they've held up. Alrighty. And that earns your turn 3, and now we're at the start of my turn 3. All right, what am I going to do?
Oh, do you want to put this dice block next to them?
Yeah. Good call. All right. Right, my little Roman cavalry, the little cavalry that could. Now, the Romans can do a thing called Triplex Acies, which is relief in place, basically. Now, normally, I could do it if I'm in the, fighting. I'm actually, engaged, or I could just do it wherever they are. So, these Principes are going to, because they're from the same division, right? So they can exchange. So they're going to swap with these guys here, as long as they're within 6 inches. I'm just trying to see if I could do it with these guys. These are the ones that are chewed up the most. Or I could do it with these guys. Actually, I'm not going to do it with them because that would be Principes exchanging with Principes, and I've got an issue with that. I don't think they should. It should be Hastati with Principes. So I'm going to do it here. These Principes from their division are going to swap with these Hastati. When they swap, if I'm successful, they swap places, and they recover one of this stamina.
Yeah.
All right. So his command value is 8. 8. Whew, I can just do it. All right. So he'll swap places with him. So I just put a little marker exactly where he is. So he's going to swap with these Hastati. And the Hastati who have 3 casualties, they'll go back to only having 2. So basically, they're exchanging place in the line. And as they come back, the centurions and whatnot are all going, hey, get your act together. And these Principes are going to come up there. So I'm trying to make a line in preparation for the oncoming pike phalanx. So that's the first order for this command. Second order is he's going to order... the rest of these are initiative because they're within 12 inches. But you've got to do a command roll for the Triplex Acies. He's going to order... He's going to join this unit. And he's going to attempt to rally them. 7, 8. Okay, so he removes 1 point of fatigue, so they get this. So they're now back up to 3. Next thing he's going to do is nothing. So these 2 generals are fine. This guy here, he's now a 7. He's the replacement commander of the cavalry. So what he's going to do is he's actually going to join this unit here. Because then he can pitch in for the fighting and help even up the odds, or even increase the... they're within 12. He's going to get these guys. These guys are just going to turn to face their opponents. Actually, he might get them to charge. He will. He'll order these guys to charge.
Yep.
He'll attach to them. Do you want to counter charge?
Yep.
Yeah, obviously you do. It's automatic. You don't have to roll any dice.
Yay.
We meet halfway. My general's attached because, hey, he's Roman. He does these kind of things.
He's a Roman.
Okay, that's all the movement. That's the command phase done. Now we'll go on to shoot. So the first bit of shooting is going to be these Pyrrhic slingers at your Stampy. He's going to shoot this one again, because we've always got 1 hit on him. I'm looking at 4+. No, I can re-roll 1 because I'm a marksman. Or they're marksmen.
Nope,
no
miss.
good. Yeah, all good, it didn't. Okay. Their impact is 6. Your impact is 8. But I've got a general there, and he adds 2, so it's going to be 8v8. So it's 8v8. We're both hitting on 3s.
Yep.
So it's just a straight up to see who can do the most damage. So you've got 1, 2, 3. You got 5 hits.
Yep.
and I missed with 1, and I got 7 hits. So I've got 5 hits, and I have to save on 5+, and you've got 7 hits, and you have to save on 5+. And I've saved 3 of them, so I take 2 casualties.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And you take 3. So I take 2 casualties, did I say? Yeah, and you take 3 casualties. All right, so I beat you by 1. So you have to do a break test at a -1. So I've got 3.
8.
Okay, so that's going to be 8. I think you should be fine.
Yeah.
So you've got 3 casualties on them, so put a little white dice carrier on them. An 8, after modifying, an 8 should be fine. I think you'll actually just stay in the fight. I think it'll be just classed as a draw. And I have to do a test to see if my... Okay, 8. Cavalry. Oh no, 8. You got beaten. 8. Give ground in good order. Together with supports. So you just give ground in good order. So you'll just go back 9 inches. In good order. Which is kind of... Yeah. With your 3 casualties.
Now this fight here.
Yeah, now this one is, this is, we're now into the sustain, we're not charging. So I'm down to 3 and you're down to 5, I'm pretty sure. I'll just check. So you've got 5 dice, I've got 3, and I'm still disordered from the kerfuffle before. So I'm hitting on 5s and you're hitting on 4s. So you might as well do yours first. We'll get that out of the way. Oh, you only got 1 hit.
Ah.
All right. Okay, now I'm hitting on 5s with my 3 dice. And I got no hits. So you beat me by 1. So I do a break test at a -1.
Yeah.
11, 10. My boys are going to go, give me some more of that. We can do this all day. Mind you, oh no, I'm actually shaking now though.
Yeah,
because I've hit my stamina level. So if shaken, so I've rolled a 10 or more. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so cavalry, hold your ground without penalty. Because I rolled an 11. So yeah, it's just like, bring it. So we're going to keep on fighting, even though I am now shaken, because they're hanging in there.
Alright, so that's the end of that turn.
And that ends turn 3. So now, sorry, that ends your. We turn 3 now, or turn 4?
I think you said turn 3, so we're now entering turn 4.
I know that this because you did all. Did I do all the movement then, or did you? Was that my movement then?
I think you did movement. And then I countercharged.
Yeah.
And then they were already getting in the sticky.
That's right. Yeah. So it's that's the end of Right. All right. So now start of a new turn. The rascally Romans have done their best at last turn. Now it's your turn. Right. Why do you want to give your first order? Which command do you want to try to activate first?
Please
okay.
Move.
Okay, so you want the Thracians. Now, just one question. You keep saying you want to go into the woods.
Yeah, because my hope was to come and once they'd moved forward to actually come out and flank.
Yeah.
But clearly the dice gods have said it's not happening today, so I'm just going to have them just...
You want the Thracians to charge these guys?
Yeah, along with the elephants.
All right. Oh, you want the elf? Well, they're 2 separate. It's a half. You could say to the whole division, advance directly forward.
Yeah.
That's like everyone going.
Yeah.
All right, and go as far as you possibly can and engage the enemy.
Yeah.
All right, let's see how they go.
Come on, man.
Yes,
okay. We're good. Finally moving.
So, 18, because it's 6, 6, and 6,
yeah.
which is a ruler's length. All right, so if they go straight ahead, because these are light infantry, so they don't really care about that crap, so they could attack them. The elephants are just going to go to there. You can slide at 45 degrees if you want. So anyway, long story short, these guys will attack them.
Yep.
Do you want the elephants to come up in support of them?
Yep.
All right. So let's just get. Well, my guys are going to evade. So my Balearic are going to fall back. Just go. Well, they'll go as far back as I roll. Well, no, they won't. So they go one move back. That's all. All right. 6, which is directly behind these guys, which is probably a good place for them to be, actually. So that, because they can provide support to them. Okay, so these guys come 18 inches, just so where we know. All right.
Yep.
So the Thracians, wildcats that they are.
He's coming. I've had enough of waiting around.
Let's get stuck into these Samnites. So they come charging forward. Stampy comes up in support. Because elephants can support infantry.
Okay. You have your little one hit on your buddy.
Yep.
Alright.
And then these guys can go 18.
There
you go. That's where they can go to.
So, hang on. Are they coming in on an angle? Or?
Yeah, you can just drift. You can drift up to... Well, where would you like them to go? You can go up to...
So I'm going to have them kind of... These lot coming up here.
Yeah.
And then these lot will kind of... like they'll kind of create almost like a wall.
Yeah. As you do. Right. And what about your general? Where do you want to put him?
He's just going to float.
He's going to float in the view with the gear.
Yep.
All right.
Now these
this
guys...
Pike command. Oh, now these are all off now.
Yep.
All right, because they didn't do anything last turn, so they've rallied.
Done a bit of... Woo, shake it off.
Yeah. What do you want to do with them?
All right. They're going to head that way.
You want to attack these guys?
Yep.
So you want them to charge them.
Yep.
And you want them to get... Now,
I'm going to roll.
are they... No, because if you're in 12, you can just do it. And you can. All right, so you want these guys to charge these?
Yep.
All right. Well, actually, they've got to go... These are more to their front, but, you know, with... They go straight ahead. They'd hit there. They'll fight them. They'll have those supports, but you'll have the supports of the pike block. So we're pretty much back to where we were. Okay, can you... don't worry about the skirmishes too much. Because you might want to do something else with them.
Oh, yeah.
Now, warband can only be supported by warband. Pike can only be supported by pike. Hoplites and legionaries can be supported by Siloi, but they have to be from their own division.
Yeah.
So, you might want them to move into...
Yeah, I was thinking of bringing in some back support.
Okay, yeah. So, are they within 12? They are. So, you can just move them anywhere in there you want. They can't throw javelins into a melee, but they can prevent, you know, they sort of like stop you from me just blundering through and whatnot.
Yeah.
Those guys are in a good position to throw javelins at those chaps.
Yeah, I'm going to have them...
You can have them move up behind them. Now,
within 12?
They can only move 6 inches. If you want them to move more than 6 inches, you're going to have to roll dice to get them to come up to re-support of them or something.
Alright, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try and get them, order them to move.
7.
They are
right,
moving.
they can do 1 move, which is 6 inches. So 6 inches in any direction you want. Maybe into this gap here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about, we're not going to count millimetres. Yeah. So that's the pike done, that's them. Your cavalry command, what do you want to do there?
I'm going to have them go charge it in.
Okay, you don't only have to test because, and I don't have to test because you just moved a halfway mark, which is there, and I'm going to counter charge, come crashing back in again.
Yep.
Whoop, whoop. General attached.
Next movement, I'm going to have them come up.
So, all right, so they have to dice though because they're over 12 inches away from any. So where do you want those Thracian cavalry to go?
They're going to come up behind here and kind of just...
Just be aware, if things go bad for these and they get driven back and there's mates behind them, they'll get driven back into them. You might not want that. You might want to put them in a position where they, if things go bad, then they can just come in. Like if they get driven back, they can come in and take their place.
Oh, yeah.
So maybe move them, like one move and...
I need to roll for it?
Yeah, because they're over 12 inches from any of my guys. 12.
Yeah, not moving.
Oh, it's a blunder.
Oh, shit.
Okay, so now roll 1d6 and let's see what happens with them. 4. Okay, so they've moved off one move to their right quarter. So they're basically gone. He said, move to your left quarter. And they've gone,
What?
he said, move to the right quarter. So they've gone off that way. It's like, oh, this is what happens when you have an Epiot relying on Thracians. All right, so that ends that. So that's all that done. Shooting. Okay, so there's no shooting to be had from your guys because no one's in shooting range. Combat.
All right.
Where do you want to start? You want to start with the Thracians?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, the camera battery went flat, so we continued playing the turn. Here's what's happened. That was a draw. We're basically holding on there. The Samnites took 3 hits. The Thracians and their elephant support combined took 4, and they're holding ground. As we go along, there was a charge by the Epiot cavalry. The Roman general countercharged with his small unit of cavalry, got the better of the fight, and drove the Epiot cavalry back. But both units are now shaken. 7 casualties and 9 here. And then here, the Roman cavalry that was here was wiped out to a man by this Epiot cavalry as well. And so that ends turn 3 from the perspective of the Epiots, and we'll continue, or was it turn 4? We'll continue with the Roman turn now.
Right.
Yep.
Now it's Roman's turn. So I'm going to start with, I'm going to try and get this general's command to do some stuff. All right. First thing he's going to do is he's going to get these Seloi to provide rear support, and these ones to try and come across. Well, we'll have to get these ones first. Good. 1, 2. So they go in behind them. All right. Next one, he's going to tell these guys to come across and support those chaps as well. Now we know what we're doing. He's going to order this unit to charge them.
Yep.
They can't because they're shaken. They won't go forward, but these guys can. So he's going to order these guys to attack here. Okay, this general. Right, what do we want to do here? What do we want to do here? What we don't want to do? We could just... Actually, why? I don't have to... They're within 12. I don't have to roll for it. Yeah, I can just do it.
Never mind.
So impact that, yeah. So he's just going to go in. I don't have to roll. They're within 12 inches. And then these guys are going to go in support. And he is going to join them. Because he is a brave, brave man. Okay. Right. He's going to come up in support. Actually, these ones will. And these ones are going to go into re-support of these guys. Not that they add, because you can't get re-support from a flank. All right. This guy. Should we charge those pike? It's pretty gutsy.
You don't have to roll for that one because they're within 6.
That's right, yeah.
They're within 6.
But it's a pretty brave thing to do. But we're going to do it anyway. We're basically Romans.
Romans.
So he goes washing forward.
And friend you know is Rome.
Do you know my friend
Diggus?
Diggus? He has a
wife,
wife, you know.
Intercontinental
buttocks. You find it washable? Why does he laugh, the children? Does he find it washable? And then for your support. Does he find it wonderful? Okay, and then finally the cavalry division. Well, they're
Shaking in the boots.
they're heading off the table because the division is broken. The division is broken, Centurion. Centurion, the division is broken. And then he's going to order these Triari to move off towards your cavalry. And they are over 12 inches away, so he has to roll 7, which means he can go 1 move, 6 inches to there.
Right, that's
And then he's also going to get in the fight, so he's going to join these chaps.
Scrapping quite a while.
Yes. Do you find it wonderful? Right. Now, shooting. There's nothing in shooting range, so we ain't doing any shooting. Oh, bugger. They've got slings. They can't provide rear support. Oh, well.
Never mind, you moved them.
Yeah, we should have thought of that beforehand. They're like, if I sling these, I'll only hit people in the back of the head. And that's probably unadvisable. We probably shouldn't do that.
This is probably don't ask for people outside the Roman Empire, isn't it? Yes.
All right, so there's no shooting. It's just straight up fight.
All right.
Here. All right, so we're in the sustain now, not clash.
Yeah.
Because we've done the charge. They've hit. They're now meleeing. My guys get 6 dice, and I get no supports because I can't get rear support from slingers. Funnily enough.
Right, how many dice am I?
And you've got 5 for your light infantry.
Yep.
Okay, Mike. So we're hitting on 4 pluses. So we want 4 and above. All right. Okay, Mike. Just roll them anywhere in here. 4 plus is what we want. Okay, he's thrown them everywhere. And he's got all of 2 hits. Bugger. All right. Now you've got 5 dice, and you're hitting on 4 plus as well. Well, you did worse. You only got 1 hit. So, Mike, we're saving on a 6 plus. Sorry, a 5 or a 6. You want a 5 or a 6, mate? Just roll the dice on the table, mate. Yep, he saved. Now, you have to save. You got 2 hits on you.
Yeah.
You have to save on a 6 because you're light infantry.
Come on, man.
They take both. All right, so there's a difference of 2.
Yep.
So now roll 2d6 with a -2.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a 1. So they just went pop and died horribly. And our guys go, yay! You can take your 2-handed Romfure and go whistle. Okay.
So I feel about the mana.
Right. We'll come back to this because I've got to check.
Oh, the rules on elephants.
Yeah. Vilite, or the V-lights fighting the elephants. 3 dice are hitting on 4 plus. 3 plus. Oh, 2 hits. So 2 hits on the elephant, so 1 each. Elephant's coming back. 4 dice per elephant hitting on 5s because they're fighting against troops in open order. So the first elephant here, they get 1 hit. And now this one here, they get another 1 hit. So elephants are saving on 4 plus. They fail to save both. And the Velites are saving on 6s. And they fail to save. They rolled 1s as well. Mind you, they get to re-roll their miss because they are tough fighters. And that's a hit. So that's another hit on Stampies. So they've got 3 hits on the elephants, 2 hits on the Velites. So it'll be 2 and 1. If that's the primary target, that elephant is now shaken. And we'll do a break test on the -1. 11, so they'll be fine. So they could keep fighting. Right, so it all comes down to these brittle Galatians and see how tough they are. So your guys are sustain. So they're 9, but they're a sustain, so they're 6.
Yeah.
All right. My guys, so you get 6 dice.
Yep.
Plus you get 3 for the phalanx supporting you.
So that's 9 altogether.
Yep. My guys are 7 dice, and I get 3 supports, plus another 2 from the Fearlights. So 7 plus 3 is 10, plus 2 is 12.
12.
All right. Michael, son of mine. Here's 6. I'll give you another 6. Actually, you roll those 6, I'll roll these 6. We'll see who rolls better dice. All right, so we got 12, and we're hitting, because we're charging into them, on 3+. So we want 3 or better. Okay, so I rolled pretty crappy, so I got 2. All right, Michael, you roll your 6. He literally just throws them at the table. And he got 3. Okay, so we've got a grand total of 5 hits out of 12. So we rolled garbage. And you're looking for 4+.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, so you got 3, we got 5.
Yeah.
Now, we got Pilum, so you got to roll 5 dice. All right? And you need to roll 6 up. Because they normally save on 5s.
Okay,
save
save 2.
2.
I'll
Okay.
take that.
So you sustained 3 casualties, was it?
Yeah.
Okay, so we save on 4+.
Yeah.
We took 1. So that's a difference of 2. Okay, so we've taken all up. We took 1. So we're not shaking yet. So we took 1 casualty all up. It has to be on the lead unit. Okay, so your difference of there was a difference of 2. So it's a -2, and you're a shaken unit.
Come on, man.
Okay, -2 from that is 6. 6 and shaken. 6 infantry. Yeah, bugger. Give ground in good order to give the support together with supports. So you're driven back 6 inches. Okay, we were filming this, but for some reason it didn't record. But suffice to say, I'll give you the result of this combat. Ultimately, the Romans fought here with 7 with this Principes unit, plus 3 from the supports, 2 from the supports here. So 7 and 5 is 12. And then the general added another 2, so 14 dice. And long story short, that resulted in 6 casualties. After all the save rolls. For the Romans, they only suffered 1 hit, 1 casualty on this Principe and 1 on this. There was a difference of 4. Haley rolled the dice and rolled 3, 2 and 1. So this pike phalanx basically exploded. And at that point, we called it game, basically a draw. The Roman cavalry flank division is folded, so they've gone. But for the Epirot forces under Pyrrhus, the centre has broken. They've lost 2 pike phalanxes and a Galatian warband. So 3 battle line units out of 5, so the division is broken. And that's pretty much it. That's how the game has ended. Essentially, it's a draw with the Epirot centre folding as the Roman left flank is turned. So, that's the game. So, without a doubt, we probably got some of the rules as per the Hastati Caesar version 2 rulebook. We probably got some of those rules wrong, but it really was just about trying out some ideas, such as the rear support ideas, the idea about having the pike phalanxes as large unit but deep, not wide, and the Triplex Acies, where we have Principes and Hastati exchanging positions. Really, at the end of the day, we just wanted to test out these home rules, these house rules that we had come up with.
and also just have a bit of fun. I'm quite new to Hail Caesar. I like the rules. They give a very, very quick game, and they're quite a lot of fun. And I think Hail Caesar is very much a toolbox set of rules. That is to say, they're a type of rule set that if there's something that you think you can improve or something you don't like and you want to take it out, you can do that. And these rules, clearly they're not designed for tournament play, which is fortunate, because I'm kind of tired of tournament type rules. These rules really are simply a toolbox for you to modify and adapt to what you perceive ancient warfare was like. And something as controversial as how the Roman manipular system worked on a battlefield is one of those things that you're never going to please everyone. Everyone's going to have their own concepts and ideas. There's another video which I talk about my ideas in relation to Roman manipular warfare. I'll add a link to that video in the description below. Other than that, we've, like I said, we've made some, without a doubt, we've made some mistakes in regards to rules interpretations, but we've had a lot of fun, and it's great to roll some dice with one of my daughters. With 5 daughters and 1 son, surely I had to hit one that would want to take up, show some interest in wargaming, and daughter number 3 has come to the party. Anyway, that's it for now. Please like, share, and subscribe. We're now over 2,000 subscribers, so that's awesome. And I'd really be interested in any comments, no matter what they are. Trust me, nothing anyone says to me will offend me. I'm a big believer in words do not hurt. Okay, thanks very much, and I'll catch you on the next one. Ubiquay.